Full-time college student can be a challenge. Balancing a full-time class schedule, extracurriculars, maybe a job as well. But as KTIV's Katie Koppel shows us, one University of South Dakota student has also added first responder to her resume.
Meet Lily McNaughton.
This is my gear rack. I have my wildland stuff. I have my helmet, some of my EMS gear.
She's a sophomore at the University of South Dakota and also a firefighter and EMT with Vermilion Fire and EMS.
I joined the EMS side like May of 2022, and I got my fire certification last May. So I've been doing that since too.
The criminal justice major took her first EMT class while in high school.
We have our red bag, which includes like different airway supplies, our vital signs, different trauma supplies.
For her, it's a calling.
I just like being there for the community. I like using my skills out on calls. I like communicating with people. I like being there and knowing what to do for people.
The fire chief tells me they have a great relationship with the university and faculty to ensure these students are getting their education, but also responding to the call.
One thing we emphasize to them is schools first. That's why you're here. You came here to go to school and to get your degree, so you need to focus on that. It's just a balancing act of them, having their course load, and it kind of equates to them having a full-time job, being students, and then being on the department here.
So when we start classes, we just kind of bring it up to the professors, like, hey, we're on call, we might have to leave if there's an emergency, and usually they're pretty cool with it.
No matter the call, this college sophomore hopes her journey inspires others along the way.
I'm just trying to set a role model for anyone else who wants to go into this.
Reporting in Vermilion, South Dakota, I'm Katie Koppel, KTIV News 4.
Lily hopes to become a police officer after college and says her experience as a firefighter and EMT will definitely help in her career. As Katie mentioned, Lily isn't the only USD student who's part of Vermilion's fire and EMS.
51 total members on the department. Of that, 18 of them are university students or started here as university students. So about 35% of our staff is university students. So I would say we get a good 6 to 10 applicants every year from the University of Students.
Chief Callahan's been working with the university for years to give students the opportunity to be a part of his crew.